my name is Devrani and my metric number is CE180034. So today I'm going to explain the introduction and the outline of our project. Okay, I will summarize the full presentation. This project is to explore the application of computer architecture in organization simulators. The objective of this assignment is to identify prime numbers by using Mary Simulator, hence a program that accepts an integer from the user to identify prime numbers is simulate by using Mary Simulator and how it shows the input and output in data path. The introduction for our project. These are some of the prime numbers from 1 to 100. In this project, we are required to implement the topics we have chosen, which is input and output in Mary Simulator, to explore the application of computer architecture and organization. Mary Simulator is a computer architecture simulator based on the Mary architecture and designed to teach beginning of computer organization and architecture. This problem causes the search for prime numbers take longer time for using as key in cytographic algorithms. As an alternative that can be used to overcome this problem is to use the prime test algorithm.
My name is Nura Anisatia Darlin. My matrix number is CE180101. Okay, here are our main point of our assignment. There are three main points. Firstly is to identify prime number by using Mary Simulator. Second, to understand the program of Mary Simulator. And lastly, to understand more about prime numbers.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Syuhada Nabilah binti Sairin. My matrix number is CE180045. Hi, I'm Syuhada. Now I will present the Mary simulations. So in this project, we want to explore the application of computer architecture and organization simulators. So we decide to explore how to identify prime numbers by using Mary simulators. This program will accept an integer from the user to identify the integer if it is a prime numbers. If the integer is prime numbers, the output is 1, otherwise it's 0. So we know that prime numbers are all odd numbers except 2, and prime numbers cannot be divided by 2. So here in Mary Simulator, we will write our codes that we already write before. Then we assemble. Assemble is to build the codes. If the assembly is successful, we can click run. So here we can store our value, our integer that we want to check whether it's a prime number or not. So now I will choose decimals. Then I will put 3 to see whether 3 is a prime numbers or not. Then click accept. So here you can see the input is 3 and the output is 1. Our out 1 is indicate that is the prime number. We can change the base from hexa to decimals. Okay, so then we can check again. But first, I will show the data path. So we need to set the data path delay at least to 1000 milliseconds, because if the delay is too low, the data path cannot be updated. So as we see here, this is data path. Data path visualize how the simulator works by illustrating how micro instructions are performed on the CPU. So you can see here, this is control units. and memory. So here we put our value just now as 3 and the output is 1. Okay, the output is saved into the accumulator. So if you want to check other integers, you just need to assemble again, click run, change the type to decimal, and then we can check more larger numbers such as 54. Okay, 0036 is the hexadecimal, so we can change it to decimal. So as you can see here, 54 is not the prime numbers, so it's 0. In data path, we change the delay again to 1000, at least 1000 milliseconds. Okay, now we can see in LAU here, the input is 0036, which is the hexadecimal for 54, and the output is 0, means it's not a prime numbers. So that's it for our simulation prime numbers in Marie simulators. So thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Atika binti Muhammad Zakri and my metric number is CE180056. Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Atika binti Muhammad Zakri. So I am going to explain about the simulation code. So we use the Mary simulator as our coding program. So as you can see here, this is our coding program. For RNG 100, input star A, star value 2, output subtraction 1, jump test loop, log A, subtraction value, skip point 400, jump division, jump time, division log value 2, star A, and if log A. So first step is we have to log the first number to be double. So we have to change the output mode in decimal. So we insert the value for input 3 in decimal type. So we can build the code. After the assembly is successful, we run to execute the code. From here we can see 3 is the input number, 1 is the output number, this is the prime number. So here we insert another value in this decimal type. So 4 is an input number, 0 is output number but not in a prime number. So output will show as 0. So here is the Mary assembly code instruction. So first number in hexadecimal, one is their instruction is load x. So the meaning is to load content of address x into AC. So for the second is store x, used to store the content of AC at address x. So for the third number, addition x, we used to add the content of address x to AC. So number 4, subtraction of x, we used to subtract the content of address x to AC. 5 is their input. Their input value from keyboard into AC. 6 is their output. Use the output value from the keyboard into AC. And 7 is in hard instruction. We used to terminate the program after we finish run the program. So 8 is skip on. We used to skip the next instruction on condition. So 8 is skip call. We use to skip the next instruction on condition. And lastly 9 we use to, their instruction is jump X. We use to load the value of X into PC.
For the conclusion, these switches examine briefly numerical history in a particular prime number. The Mary simulator may be used to test primary number properly, and the findings are also completely accurate in the Mary simulator. It is very appropriate as a choreographic process. Simulated event with up to many prime number in 3 minutes. So that it is possible to safely determine the usually of prime number, like cryptograph cryptograph, RSA, RFI, and Holik-Hellman.
Okay, so I will answer question number 1. What are the unique features of our CAO project? In this project, we are studying about prime number and the use case of Mary simulator.
Okay, now next question is question 2. What does current trend of computer architecture is relate with your project? So, current trends of computer architecture today is computer assisted education or computer assisted learning or CAR. So as the name implies, it is the use of electronic device computers to provide educational instructions and to learn. The performance of computing devices has improved tremendously over the last decade. The design of computer architectures have been improved a lot, such as the development of more powerful automatic compilers. So in this project, we relate the education of simple mathematical application into simple computer architecture simulators, which is Mary simulators. In computer modern architectures, which is the algorithms and code analysis and synthesis techniques, highlighting the mathematical concepts and application that constitutes the fundamental pillars of modern computer engineering. So this mathematical concept includes simple modern mathematics such as what we did is prime numbers, combinatorics, graph theory, probability and statistic, operation research, linear and computational algebra, geometry, optimization, and so on.
For question 3, explain on how your project can support the sustainable development. So by completing this project, we indirectly supported the sustainable development goal, which is according to the United Nations, the sustainable development goal included in this project is SDG 9, industries, innovations and infrastructure. By doing this project, we can conclude that by doing an analysis and comparison, we can make a conclusion on what is carried out from this project, and we can know the result by concluding which is better solution. They play a key role in introducing and promoting new technologies, facilitating international trade, and enabling the efficiency use of resources. Thank you, that's all from me.
I will explain. My name is Atika binti Wanasakri and my matric number is CE182056. So I'm the group member of number 4. So I will explain question 4. Explain the current trend of computer architecture for sustainable development. Mentioned instructions are specific to the instruction set architecture ISA that a given computer architecture or architecture family implement. For a given high-level program, the mentioned instruction can vary when it executes on different computer systems because of differences in the underlying ISA, in the microarchitecture that implement the ISA, and in the tool used to compile the program. Although this section of the report focuses mostly on the low-level raw performance measure, the role of the compiler and other modern software system technologies are also necessary to understand performance fully. Second is to understand the sustainable of continuing improvement in computer performance, it is important first to understand the health of this cycle, which is a critical economic underpinning of the computer industry. That's all from me. Thank you.